are actually huge changes for IT right now, and you've been hearing that. We've all been hearing that for decades, but it's really true. It's really true now, and I think the tide has changed. It's kind of a tipping point in gradual, incremental technology and role change to a huge oceanic change. Some of the factors are cloud. People can go other places than just IT for their services. The expectation for faster applications through Agile and DevOps. And what people call the consumerization of IT, whereas 10 years ago or more, every service from IT was shrouded in obscure acronyms that almost no consumer understood. Today you have 12-year-olds provisioning applications on their iPhone waiting to go to the flicks, to the movies. So it's a whole new world. The consumers have changed, the expectations have changed, the opportunities have changed, and technologies have changed. And IT has to evolve from being a back office cost center to being much more of a proactive business partner that understands they're delivering products to a consumer and needs to know who those consumers are and what they need. Now, the good news is there are a whole host of technologies evolving to address these issues in multiple ways. Mobile, which is also part of the problem because it's a hard thing to manage, is also an enabler. It's an enabler for IT to communicate better. It's an enabler for IT to communicate better with its consumers, so IT to IT. You're getting mobile insights into how to fix things, where things are in facilities. You're getting social IT as a part of that. You're getting self-service as a part of that. All these trends are both challenges, but they're opportunities for IT to step up to that more consumer-driven model. So mobile and all those associated self-service, automation are key. Another area that we're seeing a lot of growth in is big data or analytics for IT. It used to be just BI for, big data was 30 people in white coats sitting around a business problem for a month or two. We're now getting much more timely big data analytics support for IT. It's a very new market. In fact, you could argue it's not really even a market yet. It's sort of a slow wave building in the middle of the ocean coming to shore. And that's something to watch. It can help any number of use cases. It can help also bring business data and IT data together and help IT become more aligned. One of the basic challenges for IT, and one of the areas where we're seeing some progress, is an analytics and discovery brought together. So you kind of know where things are, what they are, what tools are valid, what tools are not valid. And that's just dawning right now. And I don't think that's a very well understood opportunity. We call it in a book we've written, the book is called CMDB Systems Making Change Work in the Age of Cloud and Agile. We call it data optimization analytics, bringing insight into what you've got together. And then there's service modeling, which is the CMDB, the Configuration Management Database, the federated story of the CMS, and then application discovery and dependency mapping. ADDM in particular, the discovery and dependency mapping, becoming a huge value in cloud and understanding dependencies in virtualized and non-virtualized, and also becoming aligned more and more with the analytics. Those are some of the trends and technologies to watch. Yeah, for sure. In fact, the truth is that when we ask people what is blocking you from moving forward in a more service-aware, toward a more service-aware organization, toward more efficient management for your assets or IT service management, and the list is technology, politics, culture, resource. Politics, resource, and culture top, and then process would come right after that. And unfortunately, that's been a much neglected area. It's something we've tried to write about in our book. One of the reasons that I think people get confused is people look for generic answers, but most people I've met are not generic themselves. And most IT organizations are not generic. I think that's a good thing, but it means that any initiative needs to be founded on the unique culture, environment, and team that you're going to have. And it means dialogue, it means listening, it means getting executive buy-in. It may mean organizational change to provide a more cross-domain way of working. One of my favorite quotes from a CMDB deployment came from a group that is focused on standards, actually. And they were trying to get people to work more collectively. And the gentleman said, yeah, well, I believe in standards as long as they're mine. So I think it sort of sums up the mindset of that siloed way of working, people keeping data to themselves and not wanting to share it. That's one of the biggest problems, and it requires a talent that's not associated with IT often, which is good communication and good listening. So very important to keep that in mind.